What's up, everybody? So today we're going to start the engine build for the EK hatch. I got this Y8 here hooked up to the cherry picker, and then we're going to get this thing put on this engine stand. And the goal for today is to just get this engine tore down and start getting it ready to take the block and stuff to the machine shop. In the meantime, we're just going to keep collecting parts and stuff for the build. I've already started getting some parts in. Right here's the first thing, but it's probably going to take a little while to get all the parts and stuff in, so this build probably won't happen very fast. I'm sure it'll take a few months to get it done, but we'll go ahead and get this thing put on this engine stand here and start ripping into it. Alright, we're going to reset real quick. Alright, I couldn't seem to get that lined up, so I just pulled this piece off the engine stand and I'm going to throw it on here like this and then just put the whole thing back in there. I don't know why we were doing it the hard way when this way is so much easier, so we'll just go ahead and knock this out. So now we'll go ahead and start tearing it down and get this thing down to a bare block. Went ahead and pushed this car up here in the shop and just kind of wondering what it sounds like, so I went in and hooked the battery charger up, and then I'm going to hit the key and see exactly what this thing does. So I haven't even tried to start it since I bought it. Well, it's definitely got low compression, but I don't hear anything rattling around in there. So we might actually be able to salvage some parts off this if we have to. But we'll go ahead and get this engine ripped down. I was just curious about that, see what it would even do. Alright, so I don't have an impact strong enough to get that crank pulley off. So I went ahead and just pulled out the spark plug from number 1 and then set this at top dead center. And I'm just going to put this old ratchet strap down inside here to lock the engine down so I can break this crank pulley off. So what you want to do is make sure you're at top dead center on the compression stroke, and then make sure all 4 valves are closed so you got some play in all 4 of these. Drop your screwdriver down in there so you can kind of keep an eye on where the piston goes. So if you do this, you got to make sure you do it right, otherwise you will destroy the engine. This one doesn't really matter because we're building it, but still going to be careful and try and show you all the right ways to do it. Once you get it set up, just go ahead and turn the crank opposite of the way that you're going to be taking the bolt off, and then piston should drop down in there. And then make sure you still got all your valves closed. If you have to, you can move it back and forth. Make sure your valve springs aren't moving. So right there should be about good. And then just feed this right down inside there. But this can take 2 hands, so I'm going to go and get this down in there, and then we'll pick this up as soon as I get that set. Just slowly feed that in. little bits at a time. You want to try and keep it from getting bunched up, because the last thing you want is for it to get balled up in there and not be able to come back out once you break your pulley loose. Alright, so that feels like it's about full. Pull that out and then turn that back, and just like that, we're locked down. I'm gonna have to go get another set of hands to help hold the engine stand down, because the whole thing just wants to rock on me. That thing is stuck. Ready? Yep.
You're gonna break that breaker bar.
Yep.
That son of a bitch was bending. I could see it curved.
Alrighty, well, I guess I'll run down the street and borrow an impact. We ain't got an impact from the neighbors, so hopefully this thing will do it. There it went. So now to get that rope back out.
So what's 4 mean on it?
So screw that in,
Circle.
and then can roll the engine back. Pull all this out of there. Break that back loose, and there you go. So if you don't have an impact, that's an easy way to lock the engine down. I still had to go get an impact, but with enough patience and enough leverage, you can get that broke loose. But we'll go and switch to the time lapse and get this thing torn down. Alright, got most of this stuff torn off of it, head off and all that. I think this is going to be a good block for us. Should be able to make it work. But I just want to show y'all real quick how all this stuff looks. We'll go ahead and switch back over to another time lapse and get the rest of this block torn down. I got this thing down to a bare block. Overall, not in bad shape. All the bearings that came out of it definitely had some wear on them, but nothing crazy. This engine might have been able to run, I don't know. But turned out to be a pretty good donor engine for the hatch here. So I just wanted to get that thing tore down, and we'll start collecting parts for it and get it to the machine shop. But I guess that's going to be all for this one. Thanks for watching. Let me know if there's anything in particular that you need to see for a D16Y8, and I'll try and throw it in the next video or whatever. But we'll see you next week for another one. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe.